Hi friends, welcome to New in the Studio. My name is Lisa Schmid and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Today is the first day of 3 weeks of Japanese class, 3 separate classes, one each week. So I have my Western Suburban Summer School shirt on. It's very fun. Classes are limited to 16, and so it's a nice small class. We're learning Japanese language and culture, and it's a really good time. It's very, very fun. So, but I'm tired. Just like when I go back to school the first day, I'm like, I'm worried. But it gets better as you get accustomed to being up early and out and back at 5. Anyway, today I want to show you a fun fold. I'm kind of really into these fun folds. I'm like, it is amazing how many cards you can make, right? All different kinds of cards. And there's still more that every time I look, I find a new one. I'm going to use the Arched Wishes, because I want to use the arched dies. And so the everyday arches dies, I want to use those. So I decided I'll use the Arched Wishes. Anyway, let's get started. I chose, my first thought was I want to use Summer Splash just because it looked like a fun summer color, not a color I usually go to. It looks a little bit more green or blue on the screen than it is here. It looks a little bit more green to me. And then I thought, okay, well, what bright kind of fun paper could I use? And so I decided to use the back of this one and use the polka dots. And this one is Lovely Garden. I just wanted something like confetti. So that's what I was looking for. And as I was looking through, I was like, oh, well, the polka dots in this one would definitely, because I was thinking flowers. I'm like, well, I'm going to use a cupcake. So anyway, so I'm using these polka dots on the back of this one. All right, so we're going to start with our standard cardstock base of 11 by 4 1/4. So 11 by 4 1/4 scored here at 5 1/2, and you could do it either way. Mine is going to lay this way. You could do it either way. The inside cardstock, this one is 10 1/2 by 4. So you can see I have a nice border on all the edges, right? Can you see that? So 10 1/2 by 4. I'm going to stamp balloons here in the middle because, and I'll tell you measurements of this one in just a second, this one is going to sit over it. So all you're going to see are the balloons here. That's the stamping on the inside. So let's do that first. Oh, I forgot to get my markers. Would you grab me Berry Burst Delightful
markers,
Daffodil blends and Summer Splash? Love that he can go get me things. It's so helpful. All right, so we're going to stamp a couple, and I went over about this far. So that's why I'm going to stamp using the Arched Wishes. I'm going to use the balloon on the inside and the cupcake on the front, and we're going to say cheers to another year, and then inside it'll say make a wish and happy birthday. Use everything.
Berry Burst and what?
Summer Splash and Daffodil Delight. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put some balloons inside here. I'm going to go high, and I'm going to go grab a little piece of paper to go. Actually, I'll just use my sheet here because I'm going to go off my paper. So I'm going to go low, stamp one down here. Okay, that's it on that color, on the Berry Burst. Now I'm going to go to Summer Splash. This is an in color, which will be around for 1 more year. Just make sure my cleaning was clean. All right, so we're going to stamp this one. I'm going to stamp this one up high. I can go off a little bit, no problem. And I'm going to stamp this one over here low, like that. And then I'm going to add in some yellow. Daffodil Delight, not just yellow. Thank you, dear. And daffodil, yep. All right, and this one is going to go here. Daffodil. I thought that was kind of a fun accent color. And there. All right, kind of looks like let's see how that's going to look inside. Thank you, love. Let's see how it will look inside here. Yeah, that's kind of fun. So I'm going to go ahead and color these, and it doesn't take long when you use your Stampin' Blends because you can lay the brush on the side, and then you just can, it's very easy to fill in a bunch at the same time, if that makes sense, a thicker coloring of it. So
because it doesn't show any lines.
Right. So it doesn't take too long. All right. In the chat, put down how was your Monday? I'm guessing it was kind of a normal work day, but how was your Monday and how was your 4th?
Hi, Kathy.
We set off fireworks first in the yard in Little Falls and then in the street. And it was quite fun. There really aren't any fireworks nearby there, which is
Hey, Cheryl.
strange. Move that out of the way, which to me was strange. I'm like, why are there no fireworks? Because the towns nearby celebrate their own fireworks on different days.
Including Little Falls. They do it
Yes.
on dam days.
Excuse me. Watch your language. Damn days. Yes. All right. Anybody putting anything in the chat, though?
Nope.
Not
But
yet.
they're behind us. So
Oh, okay. That's all right. So let's color
case you don't know,
these.
we
Okay.
always see your comments about 30 seconds behind where we are. So
Got it.
that's why there's a delay sometimes before we answer you.
I didn't realize that either. And there's a delay before you answer us. All right. So we've got some fun little balloons inside. So something is wrong with my marker here. I'm going to switch to the lighter one just to fill that in. There we go.
With your blend
My Stampin' Blend. What'd I say?
marker.
I just said my marker. Yeah. All right. Fun colors. I just wanted fun summary colors. I'm going to take this back and put that there just to see. Yep. Super fun. I am just going to put a couple bits of confetti. I think I'm going to go with the Summer Splash because that's my main color. So I'm just going to put a little bit of, I think of it as confetti. It's kind of like stars, but
Nice.
I'll
Sandy
just
had a
do
potluck dinner at the condo.
the 3 like that. Nice. So fun. Weather was a lot nicer today. Yeah. Okay. So that's one piece. And this piece I'm going to go ahead and adhere inside here. And it goes, as you can see, I'm just going to adhere. This whole thing is going to stay right there. It's not going to go anywhere else. It's not going to move. It's the piece I put on top of it that is going to move. So I'm going to secure this in here pretty well.
And Tina got lots accomplished at work today.
Oh, doesn't that feel good? That is very satisfying. Lots and lots done. All right. So I'm going to stick this. I'm really looking at the edges. I know I've got my score line in the middle, but I want my edges, top, bottom, and sides to be, whoops, when I folded it, it moved a little bit, and that's okay. All right.
Hi, Deb.
Go ahead and do this.
How are things in Michigan?
All right. So that's my inside so far. Now, on this one, I'll put these measurements in the chat. Okay. So I'll take a picture of that and put it in. But this one, I am making 10.5. So it's a little bit smaller by 4, or 10.5 by 4. And then you score it at 2 3/4, 5.5, and 8 1/4. And then I die cut out an arch out of the middle so that you can see the balloons through there. So this
Nice.
one is, I'm really
Wow.
liking these arched, pardon?
It was so windy in Michigan, they rescheduled the fireworks.
Oh, well, that's a good thing. Safety. Everyday arches. I just love these. I love when there's things that layer. And so it makes it easy to just make really fun cards and things. So this one is going to go right to the edge of that. So they're both 4 inches. So they should go right there. And then, like I said, this one's a little bit longer. And this one is going to get adhered here. Like this whole side gets stuck down. And this side gets stuck down. And then we'll decorate them.
It's rainy in Freeport. It looks like it's going to rain here. It's getting kind of cloudy.
Where's Freeport? So this is going to go, where's Freeport?
I'm thinking.
Okay, right up to the edge there. Okay, so that's one side. Notice I'm holding this carefully so it doesn't stick where I don't want it to stick. And this one's going to go right on the edge on this side. So then when I close it, it closes like that. So you don't know that there's going to be this really fun arch inside. Okay, I was saying some of you maybe were on, but I was looking for fun paper that looks kind of like confetti. And so I decided to use the Lovely Garden this lovely garden. Designer Series paper has black and white dots on the back. I'm like, that'll work. That'll absolutely work. And the only thing I wasn't sure is I was debating on, and I think decisions, debating on making it a color. So one of our colors using the blends, like making it the summer splash, just a little bit of light summer splash. I'm just afraid, I don't know if I'm going to ruin it. Should I leave it black and white? I kind of think it'd be fun colored. Thoughts? Sorry, he's looking at something else. So then
Getting stuff ready.
that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and do it. So I'm going to use my little blender. I just thought it'd be fun to have a color that's a little bit, or have the black and white that's a little bit of a shaded. I'm going to use this, and I'm going to flip it over because I have
That's what I thought.
ink right there. What's
Freeport's
that?
a half hour from Little Falls.
Oh, that's really close. All right, so let's go ahead and this side.
I think there's also one down south, but I figured, Joanne, you were probably up at the other one.
All right, so let's go ahead and just make this a little bit of that color. A little bit of the summer splash. Don't want that really dark splotch, whatever it's called. Yeah, I think that's kind of fun because it mimics the main color. So I kind of like that. All right. Oh, got a little dark on that one. That's okay. All right. So these two pieces are going to stick right inside. I know that's what I was thinking, Deb. Actually, I was thinking Freeport, New York, because there's Freeport near where we used to live. I used to live in New York. So that's what I was thinking. Okay.
Freeport's everywhere.
Yeah. I'm going to stick this in here. It has a little border. And stick the other one on the other side. Over here. Just like that. All right. Then I'm just going to take a little piece of, I'm going to take a little piece of white and just put a sentiment here. So I am going to stamp happy birthday, I think. So I have happy birthday and make a wish. Make a wish is going to go on the front. So I think I'll put happy birthday in here. So this is a card that was in my mind, which is why sometimes I have to hesitate a little bit. I'm going to stamp it in black. And I'm going to stamp it. Actually, maybe I don't need. I'm just going to stamp it like that. I don't think I need the little paper. I think it'll show up enough. Happy birthday. Oh, yeah, totally fine.
Very nice.
Actually, and as I'm thinking, it would have been good to leave this one plain so you could write on that side. But so be it.
You could still write over there.
You could. I could put another layer, but that's kind of too much. All right. So you could leave that plain or you can write over there. The other one I was thinking would be super fun in this. But again, I'm wondering, it's probably too much. I was thinking the arches could be fun, but I think it's too much. Yep. Dave agrees. All right. On the front, I'm going to go ahead and adhere this. And we're going to do, this is Berry Burst. And this one I'm going to stamp our cupcake on. So let me stamp our cupcake first. We'll start there. I just thought I love the bold design of this cupcake and the balloon actually. It's just nice and bold and I like it. So I just saw something today in the on email that starting June 9th, is that tomorrow? Yes, it must be a Tuesday.
No.
Starting
9th is Wednesday.
June 9th, Stampin' Up! Is going to have 20% off double-sided colored paper. We'll look that up. Dave will look that up right now. And I'm going to color this. 20% off the two-sided 12 by 12 scrapbooking paper. So just know that that's coming. I always like to know what the sales are, and we don't usually find out too far ahead of you. All right, so we'll do that in the Summer Splash. I'm going to do the cupcake frosting in let me use the lighter. This one's good. In the Daffodil Delight, because that's like lemon frosting maybe. Ooh, that sounds good. And then I'm going to do the candle in the Berry Burst. So it'll bring in those 3 colors. There you go. And Berry Burst, boom. Except for, I'm going to come back and just give this a little candle like that. All right, let's go ahead and stick that onto our Berry Burst. I think I'm going to pop it up. I haven't popped anything up yet, so.
I knew you were getting a little twitchy.
I was actually like, I got to pop something up. No, I'm just kidding. All right, I'll pop that up like that. And the cupcake would also be fun to cut out. There's not a die with it, but I think that could be fun. Okay, now we are ready. Look how fun that is to put this here. And we're going to do the I didn't stamp the Make-A-Wish yet. Shucks. The Make-A-Wish, because it is a nice arch. I'm still going to try it. Hopefully my dimensionals will not get in the way. Risky, but you know what? For you, I will do it. Some of you are like,
could you just peel it off and then?
Could I?
Yeah.
Is that what you just said?
Nope.
I suppose I could peel off just some of it. I hate always having to redo things though. All right, so I'm going to do that. And then I think I'll just, because I want it to be flat, that's the whole point of this, stick that under there. All right, that'll work. Even better. Got a lot of stuff here though. All right, Make-A-Wish. Here we go. Boom. Woo, it worked. I wasn't sure, but you know what? If you don't try it, how do you know?
The wonders of live TV.
I know. It's like, well, if it doesn't work, then don't do that next time. If you don't try, how do you know, right? All right, let's get this stuck down where I peeled off that stuff. All right, what's going on, friends? What else is going on? What have you stamped recently? Hopefully something. I hope you're stamping. That's very cute. I really like that. How cute would that be just as like a tag?
Yep.
That would be adorable. Okay, so this is going to go here. I'm going to tie a ribbon here. And the 2 ribbons I chose, honestly, I hope they're current and I don't know, but these are the In Color ribbon from last year, which I loved. And I think pretty sure I've seen it. So I'm going with it. And then we'll add a little Berry Burst into it to give it some of the color of that as well. So a little bit of, make it the same space. There we go. All right. So, yeah. Yep. All right, go ahead and stick that on. How many of you say, oh, I would totally make this card? It's really not that hard. And how many of you say I would totally make it? So how many of you are like, maybe just the front, maybe not the inside. I'm gonna put this like that. And that is so cute. I love this part. What?
It's funny.
Me? It's so cute. It is. All right. It just needs a little sprinkles on the cupcake, but I'm going to let that be. Okay. And then we're going to tie in our Summer Splash. What's up?
I was just about to say it would look nice with a knot over there.
Well, great minds think alike. I am going to add a little bit of Berry Burst. So to tie all that in, but I'm going to put a knot here. I'm going to go in the middle. Actually, and I'm going to tie in. Rewind. Edit this part out. I'm going to tie this little piece of Berry Burst in there because then I get both those colors. So I'll just kind of tuck that in under. All right. So put it around. I don't want to tie it twice because it gets too thick. So I'm going to lay it down and then tie my knot. There we go. See what we have to do just to make it the best we can. Not underneath, on top. There we go, like that. All right. You don't have to tie it twice. Just like that, we'll do it. Lemon Lolly would also look like a fun ribbon to add on there as well, but we're just going to go with these.
3 would be a little much.
If it was a thin one, though, I think it could work. All right.
Getting
And
lots of votes for cute card, and I would make it.
you would make it. Good. Well, when you make it, put it in the chat so we can see it. All right. So you get this birthday card. Oh, that's cute. Make a wish. What? And you open it up and you have these really fun balloons inside. I think it's very fun.
Very fun.
And as I'm looking, I'm like, well, you could decorate the, kind of looking at what else would you do? Or if this was designer paper, that could be cute. Lots of ideas. Designer paper then with white to write on this side. Yeah, lots of ideas.
There you go.
I did forget I'm going to add some gems, but you can go ahead and go and then I'll show them my finished when you're done.
Sounds good. So as you know, for all things stamping, go to thestamperstudio.com. Once you're there, one of the first things you can click on is to order Stampin' Up! Products, which right now there are new July products out. Here are some of the pieces that have come out. I love this note cling stamp set. I think it looks so fun. Already getting ready for some Halloween. I know it seems early, but it's just around the corner.
No, it's not, because then school starts. So
I know.
No, it's not around the corner.
Look at these charming shimmer faceted dots.
Those are fun.
I think those look great. So many great ways to add accents. But all these fun new products are just out, including the Painterly Pears Sweet Collection, which includes Perfectly Pears. As if we didn't have enough peas, we have Painterly Pears, Perfectly Pear, all the pears.
And look on Saturday's broadcast if you missed that one, because that uses that.
Exactly. That designer series paper is one of my favorites that
so pretty
has just come out. So all sorts of fun new products there ready for you to go. Don't forget, this Saturday is Card Cafe. Card Cafe being our in-person event held here at the Minnetonka Studio. Come at 10 a.m. You get to choose 5 designs, make 2 of each card, walk away with 10 amazing cards. Go to thestamperstudio.com, scroll down to Card Cafe, and you can go ahead and register for this Saturday. I know we've had some friends registering this week. If you could do it by Wednesday, would be great, just so we make sure that we know how many people we're making stuff for, we being Lisa. And so then we'll be all ready for you when you come. So Card Cafe this Saturday.
All right. I was hoping to get this done before he came back, but I didn't. I wanted to move that ribbon over. It's over a little bit too far, just the way it is. I just wanted a little bit different than it was. And I think it's going to look a little bit better over there if I can pull it tight. Why are you laughing? Because I'm constantly changing things. Oh, well, that's okay. There we go. All right. I like it better. Pull that up. Perfect. All right. So I put some gems on it here, just using our rhinestone gems. I just thought those are fun and sparkly and gives a little bit of bling, but make a wish. Oh my goodness. Look at all those balloons inside.
Very, very fun.
All right, friends, that's what I have for you. So I hope that you enjoy that. As you know, this Arched Wishes is a really, the Arched Wishes is a really simple set to use because it has big, basic, bold designs. And I really like that. I think something with this streamer would be awesome. And then cheers to another year of you. But the card would have to go up and down to do that because this was too small. So anyway, I hope you have a great week. I look forward to seeing you on Saturday right before Card Cafe. So happy stamping, friends.